All right, so I got a video request, and somebody asked a question like, can this thing pump water uphill? So if it's below the sink, can it get up in there? And I was going to do it in here, but then I'd have to move it, or I have to put a bucket up higher. And then my wife was like, don't you make a video in my messy kitchen, blah, blah, blah. So I'm not going to wait for it to be clean. In fact, moving this out of here, this hasn't moved since I put it there. So we can clean under it and around the backside. So we're going to move this outside. We're going to do dishes outside, y'all, because you can. It's portable. Okay. Let's take a closer look, though, real quick. You can see, first off, where it said Kapas or whatever, it's really wearing off. But by golly, it's still working. So that's the setup. We got it draining into the sink there. And we just use the faucet and run water up in the top. But we're going to set it up outside today for our little test. Okay, look, I can film wherever I want, okay? So we got some dishes in here. It's not a full load. But we're just trying to see how high this will pump. Now, the hose it came with, it comes out the back right here. This is as high as it goes. So let's see if I need to get a different hose for this test. Oh no, that's 2 feet to where this is. If I stretch it out all the way, that's 28 inches to the top from where it comes out. So now I just need to like find something to put it in, right? A little suction cup. Well, I gotta go get water anyway to fill this. Yeah, there it goes. I'll be back with some water. Oh, and yeah, dirty dishes, not much, and a little bit of silverware. I already put our Cascade knockoff. That's great stuff. Great Valley brand. Walmart, y'all. Walmart. Yeah. All right, you guys. Hey, you know, we're like 20 feet away from the house. This is fun. I've never done dishes outside this far from the house. Or outside, I don't think. Pub Mix. I think we got this at, what is this, Utz?
Sam's Club.
Huh?
We got it at Sam's Club.
At Sam's Club? Okay. So we're keeping it in the Walton family then. And I called it Great Valley, but it's a Great Value brand. Is our Cascade substitute.
Dad, you want me to drop it?
What?
Drop it.
Sure. Hey, go fill this halfway up again with hot water.
Okay.
And bring it back. All right. Well, let's turn it on. Doo-doo-doo-doo. And here's our hose. I don't think we have enough water yet. Let's verify. Try to start it. It says no. I need more water. Give me more water. It says. Maybe. I was about to do it. Nope. No, she's home. My wee one just got off the bus. She says, "What's that?" It's our dishwasher. What's wrong with you? You can't recognize our dishwasher? She says it looks different because it's not in the kitchen. Yeah, okay. This is goofy, right?
Oh, yay.
Come on. Oh, wait, you're in socks. What are you doing outside with socks on? Oh, my heavens.
Did you get
Thank you.
a gift from your Valentine?
Hey, I said half.
That is half.
That is not half.
Who's that from?
Not half.
Your boyfriend?
I asked for half, and one of my wee ones says, that's half. No. That's barely over a third. Might not be enough. Oh, there it is. That's it. I could put something, just press it up against there, couldn't I? That'll hold it, maybe? No. Will that hold it? No. There. There. Can you see that? Let me just move you. Here's our rig up for the experiment. So we've got it coming up and over. So we're basically pretending this is the lip of a sink. It's got to go up and over. Let's see if we can induce the pump. Although I kind of really do want to do the dishes, so we'll let it roll. All right, so I guess we can do a review while we're at it, huh? Oof. I'll drop in there some text to tell you how long we've had it. I'll have to check. It's been a few years, 2, 3 years, something like that. And every once in a while we got to run a cleaning cycle with CLR. In fact, right now you can see it's kind of dirty in there. Now most of that's actually in between the 2 panes of glass. Bad seal. That happened very quickly. But it still cleans really well. Yeah, you can see the inside here is not dirty. It's in between the panes. Also, I don't know when the last time I run this thing maybe once or twice a week. Otherwise, the wife's usually using it. She's bad about cleaning the filter, so you got to turn. There's another video. I'll pop that in here too in the description, or not in the description. I'll put a card. I think they're called. But you got the spinnies up top, the spinny on the bottom. And sometimes they get clogged up with stuff, just gunk. So you need to run a cleaning cycle. So I usually use a cap full of CLR and then run an empty load, and it cleans the interior and makes it run like new again. What do I think of the unit? Darn near flawless. I don't know who these people are. Kapas, I don't even know how to pronounce it. But I'll tell you, I like it. We didn't have a spot that when we put the kitchen in. Everybody that lived at the house at the time said, no, we don't use a dishwasher. So I didn't put one in. And then when we moved in the house, we like to use a dishwasher, by golly. So I found this one and spraying on it. And I haven't really regretted it since. The only thing that I can think of is the rack is metal with a coating. Well, at some point pretty early on, I don't know, maybe a few months in, we must have had a knife or something that cut through the coating. And of course, I mean, dishwashing fluid's not exactly non-corrosive. You know, it's supposed to cut the grease and cut this and cut that. Well, it's cutting into the metal. So it kind of broke open like a brat on a grill, and it's rusting, but it's still holding together. A couple years later, I guess, still holding together, and it's just that one spot. And I suppose I could just cut that little section out and then put sealer on it or something. I don't know. Just leave it. One of the wheels on the rolly rack popped off and I lost it. If you don't lose it, you pop it right back on. That's the only other thing. We use the faucet normally. We grab it from the sink and fill it with the faucet, and we just use the hose to drain into the sink. It's worked really well for us. But yeah, the swing arms need to be cleaned out because it's not as forceful a jet as it usually is. It'll still get the dishes clean, but we need to clean the cleaner to get the dishes cleaner. I feel like Danny Tanner cleaning the cleaning supplies. I'm gonna zoom you in, and I'm gonna go inside, and I'll cut out the parts later. Oof. How we doing down here? We just ran some recycling to town. Has it drained yet? 22 minutes left. Let's see, did it? I can't tell. I mean, it's wet, but it's wet everywhere. It does feel wetter there. I guess we could see if we could get it any higher. That was 18. There was a little water there, so it must have gone. What if I go like... No, that's not any higher. Yeah. Like that. Maybe. I could set something right here, couldn't I? That'd get it higher. Of course, then you can't. Well, there you go. Now you can see it. You can still see it. Excuse me. Oh, there it goes. Yeah. Here, I'll hold it as high as I can. And you can still, you can see it's still shooting it out of there. after one of the goofier displays, trials, whatever you want to say, test for a dishwasher you've probably ever seen. It's still doing the rinse cycle, but it clearly pumps it up all the way to here. So that's, I mean, you're getting closer to probably 20, 22 inches at that point. What else is there? Should I get the old lady and see if she wants to give an interview?
Gosh.
I got her out of the house. Come on down, babe. Come on down. Tell them what you think. Come on. So, how long have we had this now?
I don't know, 2 years?
I told them I'll check. At least 2. It's probably 2.5. How do you like my test setup? Awesome, right? Okay, so complaints, praises. Would you buy one of these again, or would you put in a full-size unit if we could do it over? Probably. I don't know. What do you think?
Maybe just so I can put my pans in there that I can't wash in here.
Yeah, I mean, you can do the pans, but that's like it. Like, it's funny because you can like put a small bowl and a bigger bowl and then a pan, so all of it gets washed, and you can like listen to them rattle around from the other room.
Mm-hmm.
So they'll get clean, but you gotta be more creative. What did we pay? Like Was it $200?
That's your department.
I forget. Was it worth it?
I suppose. I hate doing silverware and dish and
Real,
plates.
okay, most important question. Well, I won't. I'll save the most important for last. Gripes, other than it being small, because it's small.
I don't know, the little cups flop around too much. Then they fall in the holes.
Well, that would happen with a regular sized dishwasher too. You have to know how to load it. So that leads me, perfect segue to my most important question. Will you ever load it properly the way I showed you how to load it?
No.
So I will continue to hear from the other room the lack of swing arms going and be like, well, a ladle handle fell through again. Oh, I've got one. I've got a gripe. Even if you don't turn the dry cycle on, the dry cycle automatically comes on when the wash cycle's done.
It dings.
It goes ding, 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 and then it goes dry cycle. I haven't figured out, I guess either I didn't read well enough in the instructions, or I just am too dumb. I don't know. Either one would not surprise me. I can't figure out, have you figured out how to disable the dry function? Not to say we never use it, because sometimes you want it to have that extra sanitization, and we're trying to burn up extra solar power anyway, and you don't mind the heat in the house.
I can barely work my phone, so that's a no.
Yeah, but usually we just let it finish. We hear it go ding, we open it and let it air dry the rest of the way. Just turn it off. But it's still churning away. We got 12 minutes left. We're not going to show the rest of the way. You guys get the idea. This is, at least to this height, it'll push it out. Now here's the only thing I can think of. With it up like this, the way we have it draining down into the sink, the pump pushes it out with lots of force, plenty of force. But then once it's done, gravity dribbles most of the rest out. With it like this,
How much is still going to be in there?
yes, it's going to pump out, but from here all the way down, or wherever it is, whatever height, all the way down, you're going to have that water, that ick water. Well,
We'll see.
by the last cycle, it should be mostly clean, as rinse water. So you'd have that water sitting in the hose is what I'm getting at. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
So just be cognizant of the fact you'll have water in the hose. Other than that, there ain't no reason why you couldn't do it. Yep.
All right,
It's cold. Not quite freezing, but it's cold. My wife always tells me, I say, honey, what's the temperature? And she'll say, it's 36. And I said, is it really 36? And she'll say, well, it's 42, but the real feel, or the feel,
What you go by?
I go by the actual temperature.
I go by
And then
the
if it's
real
windy, I'll know that it will feel colder.
I'm right, you're wrong, it's okay.
Have a good one, y'all. All right, I figured I'd come back. It just went ding, ding, ding. It's at 60 minutes for the dry cycle. Just because somebody will be like, oh, probably didn't even clean them. You see the steam coming out. Let's see. Now you can actually look at this. This is why you need to clean your junk out. That's a piece of a carrot and a noodle. Like, you don't have to pre-wash your stuff, but good grief, don't put it in there with full-on food. All right. As I said, one of our wheels gone. Bowl. It's these plastic bowls. Anything? Really? You're just gonna fall over while I'm talking to you? Okay, I see. I see how it is. All right, let's try that again here. I'll lower you down a little more stable, more stable that way. Anyway, yeah, these plastic bowls, they get stains in them. That's all that is. You can see there, I think she had some kind of a sauce in that. Perfectly clean. Same as the other plastic one. Lid's clean. Lid's not clean. Tupperware's clean. That's fine. Now it's dirty again. Clean as a whistle. And plastic stains. Spaghetti sauce, man, it's terrible. Let me take this out of here. Don't roll off. Silverware, if the spoons are up, they catch water. Imagine that. So I always put the spoons on this side, like that. Although, I mean, look, it's got a noodle piece to it. And then peanut butter, my grape. Don't leave globs of peanut butter on there. Obviously, I said don't run away or roll away. So then you just pop that out and, oh, yep, sure enough, it's got something in there. So, I usually grab like a toothpick or something, pull that out. Or just give it a good whack. Sometimes that'll do it. So, yeah, actually that did a little bit. Yep, it just flew out. It's clean. And then you pull this. Ew, see all that cheese and sauce that she leaves on all the dishes. So that'll have to get cleaned off. And that we just use in the sink, the spray mode on the faucet. It cleans that right off. Then you pop this off and you gotta clean the underside because all the nasties that get stuck there. But we only do that, we only clean this thing, I don't know, every couple of weeks or once a month. And see these calcium deposits here? On the heating element, those get cleaned off with the CLR real good. So anyway, I gotta clean this now. And all those clean dishes, they're still clean. It's fine. Now I'll see you later.